can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn, be Simone.
Just my finances. Like the budgeting, you see how I am nitpicking every little thing. I've never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M. I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Oh, but you know, time is the biggest humbler, bro. This is so embarrassing. Why would you even come out and say this? But what trips me out is, how do these how do these influencers get to this point? How are you broke, essentially? Are your expenses that high? And all the clips from this podcast that I've seen just makes her look like a terrible person. She's out here hating on her friend. You know what I'm saying? Now she broke as well. Damn! And you know the internet never forgets. When Nick Cannon asks you, you don't want a man with an honest job? Your eyebrows went all like he was asking some crazy question, like he was being disrespectful. Look at you now, man. Down bad.
Don't end up being a single mom like me. And I'm about to get really honest with you, and I'll try not to ramble because I tend to overshare. Anyways, I am 35. I have 3 children, ages 14, 12, and 2. I have 5 sources of income. And I'm still struggling. I have a support system. My family, my friends, their fathers are mostly in their lives. But I'm not the single mom who just doesn't have anybody. I'm not her. And I feel sorry for her because even though I have the support, I'm still struggling. Anyways, I take full accountability for the role that I played in getting me to single momhood. However, I didn't get here by myself. So I'm about to have a conversation with you that I wish my parents would have had the tools to have with me.
I'm trying to figure out how many baby daddies though. Is it one? No, you said baby daddies. You said their fathers. Sorry, I should say you said their fathers or their dads are somewhere in their life. So are we talking 2 or 3? If it's 3, oh my God, it's so funny.
Because I don't blame them. They only taught me what they could. They parented me the only way that they knew how, and they did a great job. As a parent, I totally understand. However, I am a parent living in the age of social media. So I can only take so many tools that my parents used with me into this new generation, because the type of parent you have to be now, nobody's entered this territory before. And first of all, I have to be different personalities for each child that I have. So yeah, I've got at least 4 personalities, because one for each of my kids and then my own. And then, other personalities come into play, and I should probably get that checked out. But anyways, moving on. So yes, I did the premarital counseling. And this video is for the ladies who desire marriage, who desire kids, family, and the whole 9. This video is for is to tell you, do not rush. Do not rush into this. I got married because we had children, and that was almost 10 years ago. We only lasted for 2 years in the marriage, and we did it because we thought that was the next step. Yes, we loved each other, blah, 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 but love is not enough. We thought that was what happens next, that we were living in the age where you had kids, you got married, or you got married, you had kids. You do the things. And that's what your parents teach you. But no, that's not how it works. My parents didn't teach me how to be a wife. My parents didn't have the in-depth conversations. We went into it in premarital counseling with our counselors, but I wasn't emotionally mature enough or even had gone through certain things to even know how I would feel or even know how to answer certain questions.
I guarantee she grew up working class. I guarantee it. I've said this before. Working class parents teach their kids about money. A lot of the times, they don't even tell their kids to prioritize relationships because they don't have money. They teach their kids to go and get what they don't have.
They were asking me. I was just answering based on what I knew at the time. But had I known what I know now, honey, I wouldn't have gone through with it. I was not ready to be married. I did not know myself. I only knew how to be a mom. I joined the military at 17 years old. Yes, I had my fun, party, did the things, but I also became a young mom at 21. So there was still a lot of life that I had not lived yet. And I became a parent. So although I was asked those tough questions, like I said, I didn't know how to answer them for real. And coming from a place of maturity, coming from a place of experience, I did not know. When you become a partner, when you become a parent, you're no longer living for just yourself. And you need to live for yourself first. You need to do all the things. You need to sit with yourself. You need to cry with yourself. You need to go through breakups. You need to travel. You need to find your career. You need to accomplish your goals. Because when you become a parent or a partner, all that stops. And you lose you. You lose.
Yeah, see, this is just nonsense. It's just nonsense. And this is a lot of the advice that people give who have been in failed relationships. They look back at their life and they go, man, I wish I just didn't get into that relationship. Yeah, no shit. I wish I just didn't get into that relationship. I wish I just focused on myself or just stayed on the path that I was going on. But you can do all that and still fail. Focusing on yourself for longer and longer doesn't make you better at relationships. Some people naturally have relationship qualities, but for other people, they need practice. What makes people good at relationships are seeking out relationships. If you've been seeking relationships, you've been in long-term relationships from the time you were 21, that's all you know, that's all you do, you're gonna be way better than someone who's just been focusing on themselves the whole time. So this type of advice, even though I get where it's coming from, it doesn't do anything.
Lose you and everything that you wanted to do, or even thought you might want to do, or even didn't even know that you wanted to do it. You don't even come to realize those things until much later, and now it's too late. Well, it's not too late. It just becomes a lot harder. It becomes extremely difficult to, one, have the time to reflect and think about your goals, 2, attack your goals, 3, accomplish your goals.
She's essentially saying when you become a mother, right, you have to sacrifice yourself, essentially, right? Yes, as a parent, you now live your life for your kids. But she said, or a partner. Well, what do you have to sacrifice by being a partner? I get being a parent, but just being a partner, what do you have to sacrifice? Being a hoe, being in the streets? That's literally it. Everything you can do single, you can do in a relationship, except for run the streets.
So me and my girl, we both got accepted into nursing school starting this summer. Starts in 2 months. So we're trying to see how can we get ahead before nursing school starts. So if you got any tips, tricks, anything you did before you started nursing school, drop them down below.
These are the things you love to see. And I've spoke about this before. If I was in America, I'd be a nurse, okay? It's a cheat code. Look, it's a tough job. It is. But it's so worth it. With the pay, they are creating generational wealth. 2 nurses in the same house. You love to see it, man. And it's a rewarding job on top of that. You're helping people.
This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. This liquor got me in my zone. Now I'm blowing up your phone. Blowing weed, smoking the ozone. I just can't let this go. Girl, if I'm doing too much, just let me know. For some reason, I just